As you can see, I'm going to explain you the projections of solid. And in engineering drawing, we used to take only two type of solids. Like this is a prism type solid. This is a triangular prism. And another type of solid is this pyramid type of solids. So in solid geometry, as you have seen in the previous video for planes, these objects are placed in the first quadrant and their condition at which they are resting are given to you, and you have to make their front view and top view accordingly. For pyramid and prism, there are some characteristics of these objects. These objects uh, had, if you talk about prism, in prism we had two type of base. One is this and one is this, and these two bases are similar. And there are two type of edges. This is called side edges, and this is our base edges. And this face is called as the prism face. These were the faces of prism. So if it is a triangular prism, then there will be a three face. If there is a rectangular square prism, there will be a 4. If there will be object like this, a pentagonal prism, then the faces will be 5. So in the pentagon prism, you can say it has 5 faces and 2 base pentagons, and it has 5 base edges and 5 slant edges. This is called as slant edges, face edges. Okay, so these were the characteristics of a prism. In pyramid, if you can see it, in pyramid type of structures, there is only one base. This is called that base, and there are as much as faces, as much the sides are there. Like this is a pentagon prism, so there will be 5 faces of this pyramid and 5 faces with 5 slant edges. So this placement of the pentagon is given to you according to their slant edges, the position of their slant edges according to their axis or according to their base. So they can be placed like if it is resting like this, this is resting on its face. This is resting on its face. If it is resting like this, this is resting on its edge. This is resting on its edge. Resting on its edge. This is edge, and we can put it here like this. Okay, and in this position, the axis is parallel to VP, and in this position, the axis is perpendicular to VP. And if you talk about the base, if this is the position of the pentagon, then it is called as resting on its face. So you can put your object on the HP as well as on the VP. Like if this is resting like this, the face is in the VP like this. the bottom base is in the VP. So you can also put it like this, and you have to see from the front and the top for that position. In case of prism, there will be two faces, so we can put object like this, and in this position it is called as it is resting on the base, and one side of the one face of the triangular prism is parallel to VP. One side of the triangular face is parallel to VP, and if you put it like this, one side of the face is perpendicular to VP. So if in this position the axis is perpendicular to HP, if we take in this position the axis is parallel to both the plane VP and HP, the axis is parallel to both the plane. So this is perpendicular to HP, axis is perpendicular to HP. If you put it like this, the axis is perpendicular to VP. In this position, parallel to both the plane. So in which condition the object is lying, it is given in the question, and you have to put that object in that position. If we want to make an angle with the HP, then this would be the position. If you want to make an angle with the HP, then the prism would look like this, either this, or you can make like this. This is the angle with the HP. If you want to make an angle with the VP, then this is the position. You have to put it like this first, and then you have to rotate it like this. So I am going to solve all the questions in the assignment, and you can see further. And as per the objects are concerned, this is also a very simple figure. This is a half sphere ball, and we can also find out its front view and top view in various position, like if it is resting like this and it is resting like this, or it is having some angle with the HP like this. First of all, it is parallel, then it making an angle with the HP. So these objects are similar, but in the case of sphere, there are few special methods to draw their front view and top view by finding out various virtual corners. So this is a half sphere, and there will be a full sphere also. This is called as full sphere solid. So this is all about solid objects. This is cube, as you know, this is a cube, and this is a cylinder perpendicular to HP. Axis is parallel to both the plane. Axis is perpendicular to HP, axis is perpendicular to VP, axis is parallel to both the plane. Okay, so similar configurations are there, whether it is a pyramid or it is a prism, whether it is a pyramid or prism. This is also called a prism. This is a prism. And if we talk about for pyramid shape, this is the shape in circular form. This is called as cone. This is cylinder, this is cone. So we will also discuss a question in which we will find various views of this cylinder and this cone and cylinder. So here is your assignment. As you go through this assignment, you will find the first assignment is based on the points. First assignment is based on the points, and the second assignment will be based on the scale. This is scales. scales. And as per the third assignment, now you can see this is your assignment number 5, and it is an assignment for projection of solids. Okay. Now I had explained you what are the different type of solids. So first question is based on the hexagonal prism, second is pentagonal prism, third is hexagonal pyramid, fourth one is square pyramid, fifth is cylinder and cone. So I am going to solve all these 6 questions in this video, and you have to see it and make it as it is as explained. So first of all, it is saying that hexagonal prism is having 30 mm side of the base and 30 mm side of the base, and axis height is 70 mm, resting on HP on one of its edge of the base. Hexagonal is resting on the edge of the base such that the axis is inclined 60 degree to VP. So it is saying that hexagonal prism which is resting on its edge of the base. First of all, there is some this question had one change here, because if you want to make something on the edge of the base, then it has to be, the angle has to be with the HP. If something is edge on the base, like if you say an example, if something is on this edge, then you have to stand up on this edge, then you have to make angle with the HP, not with the VP. In order to make the angle with the VP, you have to place it on the face or on the edge of the face, like this. So here you have to change this question. This is not HP, this is not VP, this is HP. So if you want to place something on the edge of the base, then it has to be HP. So in order to make this, you need to draw a hexagon. Yes, so hexagonal prism. So you need to make a hexagonal prism first, then you will make the axis 260 degree with the HP. So for that you need to make the XY line first. So as there is no distance is given here, this is your XY line. So in order to make this, you have to take a scale and measure the edge, measure the distance, as of it is saying that it is of 30 mm edge. So you just need to take that as a radius. Whatever the edge of the base of an hexagon, you need to take that as a radius. So you need to make a circle. As you have not given the distance from the XY line, you can assume it. So okay, so you take any point and make this circle. make a circle like this, and then you need to make a central axis like this. This line should be a long line, then a small dash will be there. Then a long line, then small dash, then long, then small. It is called as the axis line. Now you have to place the hexagon on its edge, so you need to make hexagon something like this. Take the distance up to radius and put the compass over here at this position and make it mark like this from top and from the bottom. Okay, then you need to bring the small scale over here and join this point, and join this point, this is the method of making a perfect hexagon in drafting. So when you join these arcs, you will get a perfect hexagon. In order to stand up on the edge of the hexagon, you need to make in this position. If you can also rotate in this position, if you put a compass not at this position to this position and make these arcs, so you will get a hexagon which is rotated by 90 degree in this position. Okay, you in this position you have taken this as 2 points for making the hexagon, and if you want that it would come on this edge should come here, then you should start with this point. So I have made this position because I have to put the hexagon on this edge, so that's why. Now you have to make the front view. So I am using the red pen. I am using the pen in this video because you can't see the pencil. As per the axis is concerned, axis would be same as it is, goes up to in the front also. You need to extend these points like here. Now what is the height of the hexagonal prism? It is 70. So I am taking little bit small at 60. You can take 70 because of the space issues. I am using a smaller dimension. Okay, I am using 60. No problem, if it is 70 you can take 70 also. Now you take your drafter and make a line and parallel to this point like this, and you need to extend this from here, and from here you need to, because these edges were visible in the front view, so you need to dark it. So when you had completed the hexagon, you need to make it dark, and this dark hexagon represent a front view, and it has to be look like a real object. So need to remove these extra lines when because it is not needed. So now you can make a dimensions over here. Dimensions, you have to take a proper distance from this point, this distance, so that you can make a proper dimension. Always remember, the dimension line should be away from, at least this distance away from the main object. So you can put the dimension in between the line like this. This is 70, I have taken 60, you can write 70. And to make a dimension, you can give dimension to any of the baseline like this. This is the dimension of 30 mm. This is 30. You don't need to write mm. You just need to write 30 or 70. Every dimension we are using is on the basis of ISO standard. So that's why you don't need to write anywhere. So now the next part is you have to stand this object on its edge. So in order to stand, you need to rotate the front view, because we are making the angle with the HP. So if the base is, if this axis needs to be at 60 degree, the base would come at 30 degree. So you take any point and make a 30 degree angle over here like this. So if the base is at 30 degree, the axis would automatically become at 60 degree. So you take your drafter and join this point with a light line. Now you have to draw perpendicular line. You need to fix your drafter over here and tight this. This is the best use of drafter. You just need to put your drafter over here and tight it, and just draw a line, and you need to take the distance from this to this distance. You need to mark it over here like this, and this distance 60, you take a compass and measure this distance. You can also use scale, but there is no need. If you had a compass, then everything can be copied. You need to make a line over here again, a perpendicular line. Now you need to dark these lines. We had just rotated the front view as you have done in the planes. This is the same thing, and here it is called as a solid. You should also remove the extra line, because it's a pen, I can't rub it, but if there is an extra lines, you should remove it. Okay, so now this is, you need to mark all the points over here. So for the front, there will be two faces, the upper face and the lower face. So we can mark it in different fashion. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 for the front view, for the top hexagon. So this would become your 1 dash comma 6 dash, this would become your 2 dash comma 5 dash, and this would become your 3 dash comma 4 dash. Now for the bottom, you can take A B C D, A B C D E F. Okay, now this would become A dash comma F dash, this would become B dash comma E dash, this would become C dash comma D dash. So mark all the points over here, like F dash comma A dash, this is B dash comma C dash, this is C dash comma D dash, this is E, this is E, B and E, C and D, A and F. Now you have to mark on the upper side also, 1 dash comma 6 dash, this is 2 dash comma 5 dash, this is 3 dash comma 4 dash. You take your pencil and bring these points to the downside. Bring these points to the downside by using your drafter. Bring this point down like this. You have to use the drafter and always keep checking that it has to be perpendicular to the XY line, parallel to the XY line, so that this line would become exactly perpendicular to XY line. Now you take the parallel line from this object also, like this, and like this, and like now you project, you see very carefully, this is the base, and if this is C dash, then find out C, this is C, this is C, then this would become C double dash. Okay, and D, what is D? D is here, D, this would become D double dash. Now this would be B, this is B, and B double dash. Now this is E, and this line is for E, E double dash. This is for A and F, this is A double dash, F double dash, this is for F. Okay, now there would be another 1 2 3 4 5, this is 3 4, means this point is 3 double dash, and this is 4 double dash, and this 2 5 means this point is 2, this is 2 double dash, and this is 5 double dash. Now 1 double dash and 6 double dash. So you take your scale, and as you know, the top, in the top view, the front hexagon, means the top hexagon will be clearly visible. The top hexagon, that is 1 2 3 4 5, is clearly visible. You need to be very careful while joining the points. You need to join the points correspondingly. you will get this beautiful figure. And for the base, as you see from the top, all the edges were not visible, and you can visualize this. So basically I will make it first, then I will explain you. You need to join ABCD, this hexagon. The sides which are not visible are shown in dash form because we can't see from the top. So you need to make a proper dash line. Proper dash line is there, like this. This is a proper dash line. Okay, join this, join this, join this. This is visible from the upper side. Join this. Okay, you may have to dark the edges which are visible in the top view, and you will find a beautiful top view and front view of the diagram. Need to make a dash line over here also, because these edges are also not visible from the top. Make a dash line. Okay, so we have completed the two hexagon. As you can see, it is clearly showing the shape what you will get in the front view and the top view. This top view is a generated form and it will come automatically. Okay, so when you join the points, you will get this top view, and you need to remember which edge is not visible and which edge is visible according to the points. Okay, so this is the complete answer. You can also write over here the front view and the top view. For that, you can make two lines simple over here. And you need to write something like this in capital letter, front, in the same height, and capital BIEW. The height of the words should be same. This is top view. Okay, this is your question number 1. Okay, this completes your question number 1 and you need to make it. Now I will move for the second question. Now I am discussing the question number 2. In question number 2, it is saying a pentagonal prism is there and its axis is this much. Rests on one of its corner of its base on HP such that the axis is inclined at an angle 40 degree with the HP. So it is a prism, and it is saying that, so in this question it is saying that the pentagon prism is resting on its corner of its base on HP such that its axis is inclined 40 degree with the HP. So you need to, you had make this, in this question you had made angle with the HP with hexagonal prism. Now we are using pentagonal prism. So if you want to stand up on a corner, and this question is correct because it is resting on its corner. So like if you had this if you want to make resting on a corner like this corner, so you put your pentagon like this and you make it rotate something like this. Because if you want to make a, a face or a edge, it is if you want to rest this pentagon on edge, you need to make something like this, then rotate. In order to stand up on the corner, you need to make this, then you rotate this. So this you have to remember on which you have to, because if you see, if when in this position the bottom side is the edge, and if you see in this position the bottom side is a corner, so you have to take care with that. So it's a similar question with a pentagon. Okay, so in the examination the angle could be with the VP also. If it is saying you have to make angle with the VP, so you have to put your pentagon like this. Okay, so in this position the whole bottom face is is perpendicular to VP at this position. Then you have to rotate it to VP 60 degree, and there will be two possibilities here also. First possibility that the pentagon prism is resting on its lateral face, and another possibility is that it is resting on its lateral edge like this. So for the first possibility you have to put your pentagon like this, and for second possibility you have to put your pentagon on an edge, on the edge of the pentagon. Then in second case it would be rotated and it is resting on its slant edge. This is slant edge and this is slant face or a lateral face. Okay, so you have to be careful about this. In order to make angle with the HP, you have to make first perpendicular with the HP, then you will rotate it, rotate the front view, and you will get an angle with the HP. Like first of all I am making a pentagon. For pentagon it is saying that the side of the pentagon is 40. As there is no distance is given from XY line, you can assume it. If there is some distance, you have to take that. So if it is 40 like this, you need to make a vertical line like 40 mm or 40 mm like this, and then you have to make 108 degree angle at their corner, because in pentagon every internal angle is 108 degree like this. This is 108. Okay, you need to make a light line over here, then you put your D over this and make a 108 angle over here also. Okay, now this would be, now you need to take you can take your compass, take your compass and open it up to this edge, this 4 centimeter edge. Now you put your compass over here like in this corner and make an arc on this line, make an arc on this line with the 4 centimeter distance. and then put the compass over here, make a big arc over here like this, and again put the compass in this similar length and put your and cut this arc. Now join this point with the remaining point. You will get a perfect pentagon. Okay, like this arc has to be joined. So what did you get? You will get a perfect pentagon. Okay, now in pentagonal prism, it is saying that it is pentagonal prism. Again there will be two faces and we have to mark the two faces 1 2 3 4 5 and ABCD. For that you need to take this point. This is just for helping lines, so you need to make it very light, just for the help. Okay, now another very important thing is the center of this pentagon. The center can be find out by making a perpendicular line. If you make a perpendicular line, from this point to this line, if you make a perpendicular, like I am making this perpendicular, you can use the drafter or you can use any other method to find out the perpendicular. I am using the drafter, so I don't need any other arc method to find out the perpendicular. You take any two of the corner and make a perpendicular. Like I have taken this and this, so this would be another perpendicular. So the perpendiculars which at any corresponding corners, the crossing point of perpendicular bisectors will give you the center of the pentagon. So this is having some different location, so you have to always remember, because this is very useful in making a pentagonal pyramid. Okay, now you take the center line over here like this, and you need to join this. Take the whatever height is given to you, it is given as 90 mm. So I am not taking 90 mm, I am taking less than that. It is an arbitrary height because my sheet is A4, so I have to reduce the height because my sheet is small. So you have to take the height as 90. I'm writing the original height, but in actual practice I am taking little less. So this is your dimension line and this is given as 90. You need to make it darker. You need to make it perfectly darker, dark points. Now which edges are dark? This edges would be dark, this edges would be dark, and this edge would be visible from the front view as a dark edge, like this. Now in this position, you have to make the dimension over here also. We are no we this angle would be 108 degree. All the angles are same. Now we have to make a numbering like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. This is for the upper side. 1 dash 2 dash comma 5 dash. These 2 points will be exactly opposite to each other. Okay, so this would be 2 at the top face. This would be 2 4. Okay, this is 2 5 and this is 3 dash comma 4 dash. Now it is saying that the axis of the pyramid, it is saying that the axis is inclined 40 degree with the HP. So if the axis is at 40 degree, the base would become at 40 plus 50 means 90. The base would become at 90. So take any point over here. You need to make a 50 degree angle. 50 plus 40 equal to 90. So this angle would be 50 degree. This is 50 degree. Okay, so take a small scale and extend this line. Okay, now take your compass and mark all these points over here. First of all, make a perpendicular also. You need to put your drafter like this. Always remember that it should not be changed. The drafter back should not be changed. The other end. So you put your drafter like this and make a, this has to be parallel to this, and if you make a line over here, it would become a perfectly perpendicular to this line. Now take your compass like this and yes, now take your compass like this and mark this distance over here. Mark this distance. The bottom distance should be cut with the bottom distance like this. Okay, and this point is at the front. You need to mark this distance also, and the height is marked on this line. You take this height and put the compass over here and make it like this. Now again put your drafter like in this position and close this box. Close this box like this, and keep in mind that everything should be aligned so that the lines will become parallel to each other. So this would be the rotation of your front view. Now you put your scale over here and make a parallel line over here, and you will get a perfect front view as it is. So now the axis point, you need to mark the axis also. This is your axis. So take your drafter over here and make a axis like this. long line, small line, long, small, as this is the way to make an axis. Now you take a small scale and darken all the boundary of this object like this. You need to make the boundary. Okay. Now you take the help of this front view. We are making the top view like the previous question. Okay, I had drawn the helping lines for front and the top face. You can draw a very light helping line, very light. Okay, this also this line. Always remember, if you use a drafter, you will get a better result and better and fast work. For this, you had given the 1 2 3 point. You have to give ABCD also, A B C D E, and this is corresponding A dash, this is B dash comma E dash, this is C dash comma D dash. Now similar points over here, 1 comma, this is A, and this is B dash comma E dash, this is C dash comma D dash. This point would be 1 dash, this would be 2 dash comma 5 dash, this is 3 dash comma 4 dash. Now you have to mark this point over here, like this is 1 and this is 1, this would be 1 double dash, and in this position this would be 2 double dash, this would be 5 in this position here, 5 double dash. This is for the top view, top pentagon. Okay, so next would be the 3 is here, 3 double dash, and this is your 4 double dash. You need to join all this point and you will get a, you need to darken this pentagon because it is visible from the upper side. So this completes, and when you join all the points you will get a complete pentagon. Like this. Now you have to mark ABCD also. This is A double dash, this is for B, this is B double dash, and this is E double dash, this is for D double dash, and this is for C double dash. Now you have to do the same thing as of last question. You need to take care which line has to be darkened and which line has to be make as dash line. Okay, so these all lines are dark and this line would be in dash form. This line would be in the form of dash, like this. This would be your, the line is visible, this line is also visible. You need to, you can visualize this, you can think over this answer, and you can easily find out which line has to be. So you can see it is resting on its corner, so that's why this base line is in the dash form, and you have to rub this line and then make a dash line over here. So it is very, it should be very clear. So now you have to make the dimension, or you can say the naming. Now it has been completed. This line should also be joined, because this is also visible from the top view. You need to write something like this. This is your front view. All the letters should be of same height, and there should not be any congestion in the text. Okay, this completes your second question. Thank you.